Hi, Ben Sobanski with One Stop Financial Group, talking with Rebecca Clark with Century 21 Northland, service in the Northwestern Michigan area based out of Traverse City. Rebecca, we were talking the other day and you had a new client that had some questions about a program you hadn't really heard of recently, and that's the hybrid arms.
Yeah, so one of my clients was just looking into the ARM options and not really sure what that was. So love to hear you talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, of course. They were really popular when I first got into the industry. And, essentially what a hybrid arm is you fix your rate in for a certain period of time. It's typically 5, 7, or 10 years. And then after that fixed period, they adjust based on the market and the index at the time.
Okay, so is that why it's called a hybrid? Because part of it's fixed and then it goes to adjust?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. So can you talk to me a little bit about, I guess, how that would work? What do payments look like over time, and the amortization schedule that these clients get at the beginning of their loan?
Yeah, absolutely. The hybrid arms are really good for your more financially savvy clients. The client that is coming in with a bigger down payment, has a good credit score, is typically planning on paying a little bit more towards their principal every month, right? So if your minimum payment is $2,000 and you want to pay $2,500 or $3,000, that extra money goes towards your principal directly, right? Helps you pay the loan off faster, helps you get out of that mortgage sooner. If you go with a 30-year fixed, your payment's never going to reflect that extra money, right? It's always going to be based on what your initial loan amount was for the full 30 years of that loan. If you go with a hybrid arm, every time that your loan goes to adjust, it'll adjust based on however much time is left on the mortgage and whatever your current principal balance is. So there's a kind of a benefit there of, say, hey, if you pay an extra $6,000 over the next 5 years, the first time your loan goes to adjust, it'll re-amortize based on that lesser loan amount. So sometimes, even if the interest rate does adjust a little bit higher, your payment can still go down. And so if your payment still goes down a little bit and you keep making the same overpayment that you were making, that's even more money going towards your principal, accelerating that mortgage even faster.
Okay. And then why are sometimes, why are they still priced higher than the fixed rate mortgages?
So it all depends on what investors are buying, right? When we close your mortgage gets packaged up into a mortgage-backed security and sold off into a secondary market. So in times when investors are more focused on long-term money versus short-term money, sometimes those 30-year fixed, because they know that that's what the interest rate they're going to be getting back on it is, can be priced better than the short-term money because they don't know what the economy is going to do when those go to readjust.
Okay, awesome. I think that pretty much answers all the questions that I had. Did you have anything else you want to add on these arms and the hybrid model?
Of course, I'd love to just kind of add that these programs are why it's really important to make sure you're working with somebody who's been in the industry enough to understand the math and understand, how the amortization schedule works, and outlook on the market, because not everybody is willing to talk about these programs because they are a little bit more complicated, and it's not always going to fit everybody's situation either. It's very specific to some of your clients. So it's important to talk to somebody who can take a look at your situation, understand what your plans are, and then tailor your mortgage to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ben.
Absolutely. Thanks, Rebecca. Talk to you soon.
Yeah. See ya.